5.
I did. But they were my parents. The thought of their faces made me sick to my stomach. I didn't have the energy to worry about my sister. I was about to take my college entrance exams, and this time, I just wanted to get through them quietly. So, I followed their instructions in every way. They had already figured out a solution. My sister and I looked quite similar. With makeup and wearing her clothes, no one could tell us apart online or through filters. I could easily pass for her. I agreed, on the condition that they allow me to take the college entrance exam. This was the tragic end of my sister's abandonment, and the reason and origin of her furious rebellion. You keep bringing up the college entrance exam. Is it because you missed it last time? I lowered my head and remained silent for a long time before responding. Yes. Last year, I missed the college entrance exam because my mother gave me sleeping pills. They said girls who study too much will fly away, that finishing high school is enough, so they won't go too far. It's better to be like my sister, who could support the family long term. Once she got married, I would take her place. To my surprise, my high school homeroom teacher kept coming by, trying every way to convince them to let me repeat the year. Worried about causing trouble, they reluctantly agreed. With the college entrance exams coming up and this incident happening, I was worried they might pull something like last time. So I begged them, promising to obey them in everything as long as they let me take the test. I buried my face in my hands, unable to hold back my tears. I never meant to hurt my sister. I never imagined things would end up this way. I was just helpless. I could only save myself. Finally, a flicker of emotion crossed the officer's face. Where did the sleeping pills at home come from? Before last year's college entrance exams, my mom said I was under too much stress and couldn't sleep well. She insisted on taking me to the hospital to get them. There should be records. I thought she really had my best interests at heart at the time, but I never expected. Later, after missing the exam, I was so restless I couldn't sleep, so I went out and got some more on my own. Who is the homeroom teacher you mentioned? Ms. Carter from First High School. Officer Bennett looked me in the eye and fell silent. I breathed a silent sigh of relief, carefully reviewing my words for any potential slip-ups. The man in front of me suddenly pulled out a book and handed it to me. There were specks of dried blood on the cover, leaving a dark red stain. The corners of the pages were slightly curled, showing it had been read many times. This was clutched in Lily's hand when she died. What did it mean to her? He was asking, but also probing. But there was nothing to hide. This is the book I gave my sister, Tagore's Stray Birds. I hoped it would guide her toward hope and light. I spoke from the heart. It was a great book. But Officer Bennett was clearly too perceptive. I flipped through it. It's a good book, no doubt. But as they say, one man's meat is another man's poison. In the end, it still led Lily down a dark path. I froze in place, my body tensing involuntarily, once again enveloped in that maddening silence. A raspy sound escaped my throat without my realizing it. Officer Bennett, what do you mean? His gaze was piercing, his intense eyes locked firmly on mine. Have you seen The Shawshank Redemption? People only see the protagonist, Andy, but perhaps the suicidal Brooks represents the norm. Not every soul can be redeemed. Those who have been caged too long, consumed by darkness, will ultimately perish in freedom and light. Mia, you used a book to build a prison for your sister. Am I right? His gaze held a confident certainty, as if expecting to see the shattering he anticipated on my face. But it was all just speculation. I tugged at the corner of my mouth. It was just a book. Officer, you have quite the imagination. Besides, how could anyone die from light? He watched me quietly for a long time before taking a step back. Mia, I just hope you can live with yourself.